Okay, now we're ready to move into the adolescent stages of development. What's unique about the adolescent stages is that it's almost as if they invert, and whatever you did not master in the first 3 stages of development, you get to redo in adolescence. The 6 to 12-year-old is like this bridge from childhood to the adolescence, which is going to take you into adulthood. So, everything that you did not master between 3 to 6, which has to do with shame, gets revisited during the developmental stage of 12 to 15, which is the young inner teen. Now that's a time in our lives when everything is changing. Our bodies are changing, our hormones are changing, we are beginning to get interested in the opposite sex, we are going into this real, it's not a shameful place as much as a self-conscious place. So the whole dynamic in 12 to 15-year-old stage is to move from self-consciousness to self-confidence. Now that doesn't mean that we do that, but that's what the task is. So where are you going to see that in your adult life? Well, you're going to experience it anytime you go into a new situation. Like let's say you go to a new meeting, or like you're in recovery and you go to a new 12-step meeting, or you get into some support group, or you decide to take a class. If you are real gregarious about that, then you may have had an easier time. However, I think the 12 to 15-year-old is by far the most difficult stage of development ever, because all of us felt that kind of gangly discomfort. We all felt like everybody was watching us. And so it's a real difficult time. The only antidote for that is to develop kind of this coach on the shoulder of your inner child, and usually that coach is your adult self. So, what kinds of things can you do for that inner child? Well, first of all, one other thing I want to say is that a lot of times people who are in recovery, it's this stage of development where they derailed because they were unable to cope with all of these changes, and because of peer pressure inviting them to begin to explore. If you have any of the predisposition to the addictive disease or the addictive personality, then it's during this developmental stage that you're probably going to see that it occurred. What that means is whatever age you were when you went into recovery, that's the age that you have to go back and kind of rework those situations. It's like your emotional development stopped right there. But we're going to talk more about that when we get to the videos that are dealing specifically with the 3 stages of recovery. For today, what I want to do is help you begin to partner with this inner child. Let this inner child know that what it's feeling, all of these issues of discomfort and that self-consciousness are normal. Everybody's feeling them, and that you're going to befriend him or her and operate as their personal coach. So let's begin. We're going to talk directly to that part of self. Even though, my little inner teen, you get so triggered anytime I want to try something new. And all those times when in my adult life I feel self-conscious, I now realize that it's really the old issues that get triggered by you. And even though I still deal with self-consciousness, I've come a lot further with it, and am willing to partner with you so that together we can begin to heal it. So even though that self-consciousness still sometimes haunts us, and we feel exposed and we feel just out of sorts, like everybody's watching us. But I now accept that I can get us the help that we need. I do have areas of competency, and I can begin to draw on those so that together we can heal. So even though you endured that 12 to 15-year-old stage and you coped as best you could, I'm now really willing to do what I need to do to acquire the skills if I don't already have them, so that I can partner with you, so that I can get you what you need, and together we will heal. All this self-consciousness felt by my inner child as well as me sometimes just feel really uncomfortable, exposed, like somebody's seeing right through me. And it feels like that old shame again. But I really want to heal. I want to relate to that part of me. I want to draw on the competency that I have felt. And if I have to draw in other people to mimic, then I'm willing to do that as well. I, as the adult, am ready to do what I need to do to help this part heal. Heal all those moments of self-consciousness, all those moments when we felt so exposed, so visible. You, my inner teen, probably sabotaged me more than any other aspect of me to ward off that adolescent shame. I am now here to help you. I want to understand you. I want to be the support for you that you never had. Because I truly believe that together, you and I can heal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now work with that and begin to really assess what that part of you needs. And then just continue to tap away both your patterns that you've carried in, but also the inner child's self-consciousness as well. Thanks.